So in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you a scale. Now remember, a scale is a collection of notes that sounds good together. Another way to look at it is this. Let's say you're walking in the woods and you've got a creek in front of you. You want to step on the right rocks so you don't fall in the creek. Well, think of the creek as the music you're playing over. Think of the right rocks as the scale I'm about to show you, and think of falling in the water as a wrong note. You don't want to hit any wrong notes. So this scale will keep you on the straight and narrow. This scale, again, is a pretty simple one. There's 2 notes per string, and there's a couple of different ways to think about it. And I'll share with you a couple of ways that have helped me, because one of the problems you'll run into is actually remembering the scale. But I think you'll find it's a lot easier than I'm setting it up to be. So let's just dig into the scale. It's going to start with your index finger on the 5th fret of the low E string. Go ahead and play that note. Then your pinky finger is going to drop to the 8th fret of the low E string. Okay, so far 2 notes, 5, 8, or you can think of it as index, pinky. Now you're going to move to the A string, press the 5th fret there with your index finger. Your ring finger is going to drop on the 7th fret of the A string. So 5, 7, or index, ring. Now when we move to the D string, you're going to do the same exact pattern, 5, 7, or index, ring. And just for the sake of making it super easy, we're going to do that same thing on the G string. It'll be the 5th fret and then the 7th fret, or again, index, ring. On the B string, things change up a little bit. We'll drop the index to the 5th fret again, but now the pinky's going to reach to the 8th fret. And then to close things out, we'll drop our index finger to the 5th fret of the high E. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways you can think about the scale to really lock it in your memory. The first is just fret numbers, right? You can say 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. Or, and this is the way that really locked it in for me, was to actually name the fingers. Since we're playing with 1 finger per fret, essentially, you can say, starting on the low E, say index, pinky, index, ring, index, ring, index, ring, index, pinky, index. It makes it much easier to remember and kind of gives you a little device to really lock it in your brain. So here's what I want you to do. With this scale, the first step is getting familiar with it. You want to get familiar with those rocks in the creek so you don't fall in the water. So run this scale forwards and backwards. What I mean is you're going to run it in an ascending fashion from the low E to the high E, and then once you reach that 5th fret of the high E, you're going to reverse the pattern and descend back to the low E string. Here's an example. Once you have the scale under your fingers and are comfortable with it, the next step will be the next lesson, where we're going to take this very scale and use it to play your first solo over a piece of music. This is just one lesson in a series where I'll take you from 0 to guitar player in 30 days by teaching you the 4 super fun skills that'll get you hooked on guitar. Before you get started, you'll need to download the tabs, course guide, and 30-day checklist. To get yours, just click on the link in the description or visit 30daystoplay.com.